Nanda. Welcome to my channel. So last time when you felt overwhelmed and you were so much immersed in the thoughts that so many problems are affecting your life. So have you underwent anything of that sort quite recently? Just think about it. And then for how many days you suffered thinking about the same thing and you don't know what to do. So you were just juggling in the thoughts. So that might have happened with you. So today what I am going to give you is a very simple NLP technique called chunking. So I have a board here today through which I'll be able to teach you properly. So we call it as chunking in NLP. So what you mean by chunking is you are dividing the pieces of a huge problem into smaller ones where it becomes manageable. For example, you remember you buy a cake on your birthday, and if you buy a 1 kg cake or 1.5 kg cake, will you just take the whole cake and eat? Can you do that? No, you will have to cut it into pieces so that it becomes chewable. Similarly, we have different approaches through which our approach towards the problem will definitely change. Say for example, this is your problem area. This is the issue what you are facing. Let's call it as P. This is your problem. So now for some problems, you need to change your approach, like you have to take it to the next level, upper level, where through which it becomes very clear for you to think and analyze about the problem. Say for example, it is called as a bird view. So when you look at the problem from the bird view, right, it is giving the approach of this. So your approach towards looking the problem will be different. Otherwise, what you will be doing, you will be hugging your problem and thinking that this is my problem, I need to tackle with this. But when you have a bird view, then you have a different approach of looking into the problem. So for example, if you say, my teenager son is not obeying my orders, he is not following my orders, or he is rebellious, or something like that, then it is my son. So I get associated with the problem so much that I forget the different approaches through which I can tackle this particular problem. So now when you have a bird view, then you see the problem in a different way, right? So you have a different approach towards the problem, and then you may say to yourself, when you disassociate yourself with the problem, you may just say, so all teenagers are like that. So all teenagers do the same thing. Then that becomes the disassociation. Then the way you look at this problem will be changing. And then look at the different approach. This is called as chunking down. So the process is like this in this, and the process is upwards in chunking up. So when you chunk down the problem, it is like a worm's view. So some problems you cannot solve with a bird view, so you will have to go to the root cause with a worm's view. So one step at a time. So when you look at the problem as a huge, then it is a very big thing to be managed. But when you look 1 inch every time, then that becomes very much manageable for you. So think, what is the greatest problem you call it as you are facing in your life right now? Think about it, which approach solves the problem. So chunking up solves the problem, or chunking down solves the problem. So it equips you with so many different ideas, like it depends on the circumstances in which you may decide which approach you want to go ahead with, right? So this is called as chunking up and chunking down. So think differently whenever you encounter with a problem and find the solution, either chunk it up or chunk it down. So anyways, you are going to get a proper solution for your problem. So whenever you encounter it, first say you are very happy to have that challenge because you are becoming flexible enough in handling the different situations. This is how chunking up and chunking down works in NLP. So it becomes manageable for you. so it becomes very handy for you. Then you will not be scared to handle the situations. That's how you manage the things. All the best.